Today I'm going back playing the Modern Warfare 2 2022 multiplayer in order to see if the game is still worth playing and also if it's worth your money now in 2024. Well, I believe this was a good time for me to go back and play some Modern Warfare 2 2022 since I haven't played Call of Duty in quite a long time now. I believe I stopped playing Modern Warfare 3 some months ago. Well, to be honest, the last Call of Duty game that I played quite some was Cold War. After that, I wasn't as interested as before. I guess that depends on me, but also where the overall development has been going for quite some time now when it comes to Call of Duty. Especially also since I have been playing this series since the OG days already back when COD 4 was a thing. Modern Warfare 2 2022 is a successor to Modern Warfare from 2019. It was released late September in 2022 on PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S. I remember when playing the MW2 beta that I was initially positive since I was someone that enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019 besides its flaws. But I liked the gunplay and the gun animation looked good, the overall design of the game, and I enjoyed that we were back in that feel and also the era. But when Modern Warfare 2 2022 was released, they changed, for example, the audio, which I believe was good in the beta. When it comes to hearing footsteps of the enemy, I believe they could have maybe found a balance when it comes to the footstep audio between the multiplayer and Warzone, meaning treating them differently if needed, but it felt all of a sudden that it was hard to hear enemy players overall, something that wasn't a problem in the beta. Because audible cues, meaning what you hear in combination with the visuals, meaning what you see, is important when you're locating and also spotting enemy players. That also makes it hard to just sneak up behind someone or being able to run somewhere and just sit there and camp without being noticed. This was just one thing that was noticeable when it comes to pre-launch compared to after launch. Well, the game didn't have the best of releases and the game was described by some in the community as terrible and great at the same time, or the worst best Call of Duty by some. Personally, I played worse games and also worse Call of Duty games to be fair. But sure, players complained about the movement, crashes on PC, annoying UI, and of course the whole skill-based matchmaking debate that flared up once more. But the multiplayer content, at least initially, was quite thin and we started to see the return of older maps in the game. Sure, some of them are good old maps, but for someone that has already played or have a lot of hours spent in older COD games, it feels a bit stale after some time having to play older COD maps over and over again. Well, the TTK is pretty fast in Modern Warfare 2022, and that in combination with the somewhat down-nerfed movement speed delivered a gaming experience that I wasn't too fond of in the long run. Well, it's interesting when reading about what people think about Modern Warfare 2 2022. It's sometimes very polarized, meaning either the worst COD ever or someone saying, no, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. Again, it comes down to what you like and prefer in a Call of Duty game, since we've seen different styles of development through the years depending on what studio that is currently developing the new Call of Duty game. But let me say this, the hours I did play Modern Warfare 2022 this time around, I did have some good gameplay moments and some fun playing. I believe it's due to the fact that I've been away from the game quite some time, also playing other games. At the same time, I did notice that it took longer time to get into some of the playlists when queuing for a game. I did try, for example, to get into a ground war game as well, but I wasn't able to do that, at least not at the time when I was trying to join. I do play on European servers. When it comes to the player base, meaning people playing Modern Warfare 2022 and 2024, I did take a look into the active player IO since Modern Warfare 2 2022 isn't on Steam. That gives us a bit of a clue, at least, how many people that are currently playing the game across all platforms. As you can see, there's been around 75.6k average players in Modern Warfare 2022 and 2024, and a peak of 133k players the last month. The newest Call of Duty game, which is Modern Warfare 3, has over 2 million average monthly players, close to 600k average daily players the last 30 days. And that is of course a huge difference, but also expected, Modern Warfare 3 being the newest COD game. To be honest, I could almost tell, since I did feel as if there weren't that many good players left playing Modern Warfare 2 2022. Sure, there's always been a big gap between players in Call of Duty when it comes to skill level, but it seems, of course, as if most sweats or at least higher skilled players are now putting their time into Modern Warfare 3. But maybe that's not a bad thing, especially if you are a casual player and maybe you're thinking about buying and playing Modern Warfare 2 2022 for the first time now in 2024. Then this might be a good time for you to do that. Sure, skill-based matchmaking is there to divide players into different lobbies anyway, but I just got a feeling that it was way more chill in the lobbies now compared to months after the game was released, meaning being a new game. I'm coming back to this in a moment, by the way. When it comes to buying Modern Warfare 2 2022, it is unfortunate though that it's very seldom, at least, that you might be able to buy a Call of Duty game quite cheap. Activision aren't known for selling their games, even the older ones, for a cheaper price. But I do see that you might be able to get Modern Warfare 2 2022 for around $25 on PS5 or Xbox Series X, and about the same price or a bit more when it comes to PC. When it comes to player value, besides what you think about the gameplay overall or the gunplay, there are quite a lot to do for the money being spent. Most campaigns in the Call of Duty series are often quite fun to play, so if you want to follow the Multinational Special Operations Unit, Task Force 141 and Mexican Special Forces Unit Los Vaqueros, I hope I said that right, as they attempt to track down terrorist leader Hassan Tsiani, then you should try out and play the campaign as well. The co-op missions in Modern Warfare 2 2022 can be quite fun. I do remember playing and streaming some of them with some friends, so here's some nice social value as well in the game. In Special Ops, you must, for example, defend an observatory from waves of enemies, whilst you in the Raids co-op mode have to complete some challenging tasks as a trio, which involves both a bit of stealth gameplay, resource management, and puzzle solving. Add to that larger scale game modes such as Ground War as mentioned earlier and Invasion, and you do get quite a lot to explore as a newcomer into Modern Warfare 2. For those of you that love to play zombies in Call of Duty, well, I'll have to disappoint you since there are no zombie modes available in Modern Warfare 2. Not talking about Warzone or DMC here, which seems to be removed now. That's DMC, Warzone is still around of course, since that feels like a separate thing. But if you're like me or playing Modern Warfare 2 on PC, it becomes a bit annoying since the game, meaning Modern Warfare 2 2022, isn't available on Steam. So then you have to use the Battle.net launcher, launch up Call of Duty, scroll down all the way in this UI until you find Modern Warfare 2, click on multiplayer, then Call of Duty closes and Modern Warfare 2 will boot up. Oh my god, that wasn't a good idea, I believe, to do it like that in my book, but that's the case and that's how it is. Fortunately, Modern Warfare 3 can be played directly via Steam, which will be also the case when it comes to Black Ops 6 that will be released later this fall. As said earlier, there's less sweaty players around in the multiplayer nowadays in Modern Warfare 2 2022, and even though that might be nice to a certain degree, it also means that there's an insane amount of people camping in the game now, probably even more than before, and after some time it becomes a bit annoying, at least for me, I'm not gonna lie. We often complain when it comes to skill-based matchmaking and the fact that it makes most matches feel and play the same due to how it matches you with other players. But the community also has a kind of responsibility, I would say, when it comes to how you actually play the game. Sure, you're entitled to play however you want, but I guess the lack of slide cancelling when it comes to movement and the somewhat nerfed movement overall in Modern Warfare 2 2022 has contributed to this situation as well. Or maybe just players nowadays prefer to play like this, I have no idea. With that said, Modern Warfare 3 became what Modern Warfare 2 2022 should have been from the start. Because if you compare the two, you will see and mostly feel quite a difference when it comes to gameplay. Does it mean that Modern Warfare 2 2022 isn't worth it now in 2024? Well, even though I don't dislike Modern Warfare 2 2022 as much as other players I've seen expressing their feelings over this game, I would rather consider to invest my money and time instead in Modern Warfare 3. Should Modern Warfare 3 then have been released as a standalone game? Well, that's a debate for another video in a way, but I believe that they could have made it as a DLC to Modern Warfare 2 as well, not charging like full price for full game. But I guess the dipping numbers when it comes to the money-making machine of Call of Duty kind of forced Activision to let go of the plans of not releasing Call of Duty on a yearly basis. Well, if you have a thick wallet, if we talk about it from that kind of money perspective, then sure, go ahead and buy Modern Warfare 2 and maybe Modern Warfare 3 as well, and you'll be busy for quite some time to come. But if you're not that wealthy, or if you don't have that much of a time when it comes to playing games overall, then I would probably buy Modern Warfare 3 instead. With that said, feel free to fill in and let me know your thoughts as well. Do you like and enjoy Modern Warfare 2 2022? Are you still playing it in 2024? Or did you stop playing the game, or maybe you never touched it at all? Let me know in the comments. So if you enjoyed watching the video, feel free to subscribe, and we'll talk soon in another video that will come up on my channel. So have a great day now, and talk to you later. Bye.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
Bravo secure.